Hello and welcome to this vlog. I thought it would be fun to do kind of a whole third trimester review, starting with now, the beginning of the third trimester. I'm actually a week into it. I'm 29 weeks in like 3 days, I think. The baby's the size of a pineapple. Look at this. Look at this. I'm now at the point where I don't really fit into any of my clothes, but I'm pretending that I do because I don't like buying maternity clothes, especially because it's so towards the end. And so I really don't like the idea of getting certain clothes just to fit for a couple months. So I am on my bouncy ball, which is just so much fun. I just sit here and bounce all the time, which is really bad for filming, but here we are. I was gonna do a second trimester review, and I actually started it, but then I realized my second trimester is so boring. There's nothing that happens. So I kind of nixed that idea. But having said that, here I am at 29 weeks, pretty much saying the same thing. I feel great. I do feel pretty pregnant now, and it is kind of starting to scare me a little bit because for William's pregnancy, I feel like I looked this pregnant towards the end. I'll try to find a week picture. I didn't take as many pictures as my last one, but yeah, I'll try to pop up a comparison picture to how pregnant I felt with him. At this point though, I'm just wondering how am I going to get any bigger? And I still have so much more to go. So I'm scared. I'm scared of how like painful it's gonna get. Cause you know, if I walk up a hill or something, my belly gets all tight and it's not comfortable. Or if I have a stressful day, I think I hold a lot of my tension in my belly. And so it's just painful. Yeah, so I'm wondering how that's gonna go several weeks from now. I'm also so curious to see, because I did not, this is so superficial, but I did not get stretch marks in my first pregnancy. I was expecting them. They never happened. And so now I'm like, they're going to happen this time because I just am so much bigger. Yeah, these are all my deep, deep thoughts about my third trimester. But no, it's actually getting so exciting because it's like starting to get into baby time. And so I'm getting real serious about doing all the things that you should be doing your whole pregnancy, but I'm doing them now. So like all of these stretches, and I'm going on walks every single day. And yeah, there's going to be some more stuff that I start doing, like red raspberry leaf tea and all that good stuff. I would like to say that I'm eating perfectly healthy all the time, but no, I think I eat half a block of chocolate every single day. It's ridiculous. What else? I've been going to my midwife, and you know, the appointments are as usual. They're good. They're every 2 weeks now, which is fine, but I feel like I say this a lot. I understand the necessity of all these appointments, but they're just so unnecessary. Definitely to the point now where it's like every time I go down to get something, I have to do that like deep squat because bending over just does not work anymore. And like laying down in bed, I have to do like a 3-point turn to flip over to the other side. And just getting cozy. It's like that thing where you're sitting on the couch, cuddled up, watching something, relaxing, and then after like 5 minutes you're like, this position is not comfortable anymore, and so then you have to like flip around, find a different comfortable position, and then repeat the process like 20 times every 5 minutes. So fun. I love this bouncing birth ball. I'm really trying to use it a lot. 1, because of posture. 2, because it's fun. 3, it helps your core. Like there's just so many benefits to it. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna let you go now. I'll come back if anything interesting happens. So I think the last time we talked was at like 28 weeks, maybe 29. I am now at 32 weeks pregnant. It gets to this point where it's like, how does this even fit on my body anymore? Just baffles me that I still have so much to go. Anyways, yeah, I'm 32 weeks. I just had a midwife appointment, so I just thought I'd come on here and update. So I've had a pretty low iron this whole time, but this last checkup, all my numbers are so good, which is amazing. And I feel a lot better. I feel great. Like I hardly feel pregnant most of the time. The biggest things are like picking up the toddler, especially when he's having a tantrum and you need to kind of manhandle him. Not my strong points anymore. So I'm excited to have this baby just so I can like take care of him better again. But things are getting exciting. Like I booked my little spot in birth care and the head is down and she's just in a really great position, and it's good. It's all good. It's also fun at this point because instead of counting up the weeks, like I've started counting down the weeks because there's just so few left. It is really bizarre though, because we found out like a week ago that we are leaving New Zealand, and I'm very upset and sad about that. But it does make me a little bit sad because this is the exact same thing with William. Like, we were leaving a couple months after the birth, and so you just start to like put your mind and a lot of your mental energy into moving and what life is going to be like after you move, and like trying to figure out everything. Oh, hello, my little helper friend. And so, yeah, like the pregnancy kind of becomes an afterthought, and so it's going by really fast, but it's going by even faster because I don't have the mental energy to think or care too much about being pregnant. So we are at 36 weeks and something days or something like that, which is just so exciting because we have less than a month. I mean, maybe more than a little bit than a month, but yeah, we're getting there is the point. But this last appointment that I went to for my midwife was very exciting because she sent me home with this, which is like all of my notes from my whole like maternity time with her. I don't know, she was like, here, you are now the holder of this, and I just felt so powerful. I'm like, let's go. We also had to have Billy come with because this was the appointment that the midwife, she wanted to meet Billy and have Billy meet her, and just, you know, everybody knows each other, so it's a good smooth time at the birth. So it was actually really fun. I didn't know how excited I would be about that. And then we just went over like the whole birth plan and stuff, which just makes it so much more real. What is our birth plan, Billy? You have to know this too.
We're having the baby at the hospital.
No, we're not having the baby at the hospital. We're not going to the hospital. We're going to birth care.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not a hospital. If we need to go to the hospital, we have to get into an ambulance and drive to the hospital. This is off to a great start. We're planning on doing it at birth care. I'm planning on going a little bit late just so I don't get emotionally distraught when she doesn't come early, because that's what William did. And it's just really annoying expecting something that doesn't happen. And then honestly, my birth plan is pretty much try to have it be as similar to a birth experience as I had with William, because it was pretty fantastic. I'm hoping for a few different things this time. One, that the whole labor process goes faster. 2, that it is a little bit sooner, even though I just said the opposite. And then 3, that I have no back labor, because I would like to experience no back labor. I feel a lot more confident this time because I have given birth before, and so I just feel like I know what I'm doing a little bit better. And then some other fun kind of differences. I want to be able to use the birthing pool. And again, I'm just very like go with the flow. I like to do whatever my body is telling me that it wants to do. If I want to get into the water, great. If I don't like it, that's fine too. Like, I'm not going to try to force a water birth or anything. I did really like the shower with William. I didn't have the option of a bath because of COVID at the time. I think it'll be great, and I am excited to try it out. What else was in our birth plan? So a lot of the same kind of similar stuff, like delayed cord clamping and like skin to skin immediately after, and try to breastfeed right after, and just all that good stuff. It's also really nice because my midwife is just already like so in tune and naturally, like this is what she likes to do as well, and it's what I like, and so it's just a really good match, which is really nice. She's a very like a little hippie, a little granola, a little crunchy, and I really like that. But she also, like, I will sneak in a few tests every once in a while in the beginning, because I was like, oh, would you ever do a breech home birth if you knew about it? She was like, no, I would do that in a hospital. I'm like, good, I can trust you. Yeah, I really love her already, and I'm just so excited. Yeah, we like wrote notes together at our last appointment. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, another big difference and kind of thing that I've had to think a lot more about is like what we're going to do with William this time, because he wasn't here the last time. Yeah, other than that, I think she just kind of like wrote out a list of what to bring, that sort of thing, and then also just like kind of the timeline and what to expect for labor, because it's just a good thing to know going into it. Because again, like I feel confident that I know how it will go, but I also know that every labor is different, and so like even my first from this one might be a very different experience. I get a little bit jealous of the people that are like, oh, I had my first contraction at like 1 a.m. and then I pushed her out by 6 a.m. Like, oh, why can't that happen to me? It's also a little crazy to me, the people that are like, oh, I had all my babies by like 37 weeks. I still have so much longer to go. It's fine. We're all fine. I just feel like a lot more matter of fact about this one. In my mind, I'm just kind of like, I just have to go in and get it done. Just get it done. That's all there is to it. It doesn't matter if it hurts. It doesn't matter if anything else. Like, you're going to have to get through it. You might as well just get through it gracefully, I guess. So we'll see. I'm excited to see how the time comes and I actually react to it, because there's just been so much less preparation mentally and everything with this one than with my first. So hello, I am 39 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So my due date is in 2 days. We have done Christmas. We're about to do New Year's. I am very pregnant. Gigantic. I'm ready for this to happen. It's also been really nice because ever since the weather got really nice and sunny here, we have gone swimming every other day. The first 3 times we're at the beach, and every time I went I was like, oh, the tide pooling is going to put me into labor. Didn't happen. Not at all. But I'm gonna like try to do some laps in this pool, and I'm just gonna get some good exercise in. Oh, my arm is so tired. I'm so weak these days. I'm just trying everything. I'm trying everything in my power to get this baby to come out.
Okay.
The only other thing that's really happened, we had one midwife appointment where my midwife came to our house, and that's just in case like things happen really quickly or something. She likes to have a layout of the house and like how to get there and parking and just the whole thing, so she has to come in lickety split. She can come in and help with the birth, but not planning on a home birth, but if it happens, it happens, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna go swimming now. Let's see if my water breaks in the pool. Maybe I'll have a pool birth. My midwife appointment. She did a very fun stretch and sweeping the membranes. Got some period cramps, but I'm expecting them to peter out into nothing. We'll see. Now we're at the beach. I think it has begun. Ooh. So I think we're about to go have a baby, at least sometime in the next little while. Ooh.